evening guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing it so well. So I thought we could spend the evening together just because I just thought we could have a nice little cozy evening together basically. I've tied my hair back, I've changed straight into pyjamas. As soon as I know that I'm not leaving the house again, pyjamas on, makeup off, hair up, non-negotiable. So we're going to start off with skincare, get my skin feeling nice and fresh again because we've got such hot weather at the minute. I just constantly feel a bit like almost sticky. I don't know if that's the right word. It's the word that makes it sound really disgusting, but I do feel like a little bit just, oh, I just want to clean my face. Pop my hairband on. These are game changers. I did have somewhere matching little wrist ones which stopped water from dribbling down your arms, and I found them so useful, but I don't know what I've done with them. I have a feeling that they might be put away somewhere, so I'll have to have a look for them, but for now we're just having to manage with this. Now that my cleanser's done, I just wanted to introduce you guys to something that I have recently added into my skincare routine, and it is the Skin & Me Daily Doser. And Skin & Me have very kindly sponsored this portion of the video. So the reason why I added this was because I wanted something that was going to be specifically tailored to me and my skin, and I just feel like with there being so many brands of skincare out there on the market, it's difficult to know what things are right for your skin specifically, and getting a dermatologist appointment can be a little bit faffy, and sometimes you can be on a waiting list, and it's just not very easy. With the Skin & Me Daily Doser, all I needed to do was do an online consultation. It was really quick. It was just a short online consultation from home, and they just asked me some very clear and simple questions about my skin goals, what I want to achieve with it in the future, whether I had any skin concerns, etc. And it asked me what my current routine was as well, so then they could tell me how to integrate this into my current skincare routine. You guys probably know, if you've been following for a while, that my skincare routine is incredibly simple at the minute. Very, very simple. So adding this into my current skincare routine really is not an issue whatsoever. I even uploaded some photographs so that the dermatology team can have a look at my skin and see exactly what is going on. My personal goal with Skin & Me was to tackle fine lines and just to generally keep my skin feeling fresh and smooth. Now obviously I'm not yet at an age where my fine lines are particularly prominent, however I do believe in preventative skincare and just keeping my youth rather than trying to reverse something that's already occurred. And I wanted something that was really simple to stick to. And I have been using the Daily Doser for a little while now, and I've just noticed my skin feeling softer, smoother, and I'm just enjoying it. The texture of my skin is feeling a lot more even, and my makeup's going on nice and smooth, which is always a win. So what actually is the Daily Doser? It's a personalised little tube, and as you can see, it's even personalised down to the point where it's got my name on it, and it contains exactly 1 month's worth of skincare in there, and it's formulated just for you by the Skin & Me dermatology team. And it's so clever. All you do is just twist the top and it'll click to tell you when to stop, like that, and then that is your exact perfect dose of what you need to be using every day. So I just take that. So I'll just take my dose for the evening and then pop it on my skin, just so I know that I'm not using too much or too little of it, and I can make sure that I'm getting the dosage right. So there's literally no guesswork when it comes to this. I think as well what I like about this is it comes straight to my door, so I don't need to be going out and getting a new prescription or anything like that. It literally just goes through the letterbox and they'll send it out to you every month. And they don't just tackle fine lines like that for me. They can also do specific formulas to accommodate you and your skin. So for rosacea, acne, fine lines, pore size, basically whatever your personal skin goals are. So I've been using mine after cleansing on the evenings before moisturizing. So I'll go cleanser, daily doser, and then moisturize, and then I always make sure that I put my SPF on in the morning, and that's because the active ingredients keep working whilst your skin renews itself overnight. Honestly, been probably one of the easiest things to stick to with my routine because it just slots in so easily. And as well, if I ever have a question, I can just ask the dermatology team. If you've been thinking about getting expert skincare without the long waiting list, then I definitely recommend checking out Skin & Me. You can also use the code SliceofJess to get your first month for just £4.99 £9.99. You can go and click the link in the description of this video to go and check them out. Just tap the link in the description to get started with your consultation and get your first daily doser on the way to you. Trust me, your skin will thank you. Now that my skin is feeling super fresh and glowy, I'm gonna head downstairs and do a little reset of the house. Right, I'm just gonna have a little sort out of the washing because downstairs is actually all right. I was tidying up that earlier on today. So I just need to literally sort out the washing and sort out the desk a little bit, and then we'll be all good. I was just saying to Emmanuel earlier that it's so expensive, and I never realised that it's so expensive to change your name. Like, I've been doing all the documents and everything for changing my name legally. I've changed my passport. I've sent off to change my driving licence and just everything. It's totaling up to about 200 quid just to, like, change my name. Which is crazy. I was joking with him saying that we should reintroduce the dowry just to cover the cost of that. You know, that would be enough. But yeah, so expensive. So I've sent off my information. Oh, there's a helicopter. What's that to go over? So I've sent off what feels like every form of ID to just change my driving licence. So they wanted, because I'm changing the name and the photo, I had to send off a cheque with some money. But in order to change my name on it, they wanted my birth certificate, my marriage certificate and my passport. No, was it my birth certificate? I can't remember, but basically just everything. And I thought, this is ridiculous. Like, what if I need like one of those documents for something? They've all gone to the DVLA. And then somebody mentioned to me that they had loads of issues because their documents went missing. And I'm thinking in my head, that can't happen. That can't happen. They can't lose my passport, please. Please don't do that. Yeah, but that's all happening right now. Changing everything. I had my passport changed, that came back, and then I had to send it off again to the DVLA to change the driving licence. I've changed my name on, to be fair, I changed my name on some of the like shopping sites and things like that, and it just actually, it made me laugh a little bit as to how the different levels of, I don't know, security, is that the right word, for changing your name on different platforms. For example, ASOS, fine, you know, most places fine. Boohoo, I had to just completely get rid of my account and start a fresh one. They wouldn't let me change the name, so I had to basically abandon my Boohoo account, which I wasn't totally, you know, mad at. I don't care. But I thought that was absolutely crazy. And then also for Instagram, I had to provide ID to change my name on there. So I had to wait until I had a passport to be able to change my name on Instagram, which I think is because, that's not the same sock. Which I think is because I have one of the blue ticks, so they have to make sure that it's the right person or something, I don't know. But still, I thought, this is crazy, like the amount of like steps you have to take just to change your name. But yeah, that's all pretty much done now, just waiting for my driving licence to come back. Then we've officially changed my name on pretty much everything. There's still like a couple of things that still come as my maiden name, but like as and when they come, that'll be when I decide that, when I'll just be like, oh, I need to change that, and then I'll change it as and when it comes. Some things I don't know how to change, like Klarna. I think I might have to close my account and create a new one. I had to go down to the bank to change the bank account name, which was another issue in itself, because when I went down and then they said, okay, we'll send out all new cards. Absolutely fine. But before the new cards came, the cards changed on my Apple Wallet. So when I went to pay for things through Apple Pay, I didn't know which card was which, because I've got like 3 accounts under the same, like with the same bank. Like, because I've got my personal one, I've got a business account, and I've got a joint account with Emmanuel. So I didn't know which account was which. So for a few days until the cards came, I was just making purchases through like any account that pleased me, and then I had to just sort it out later. It was honestly very annoying. But the cards have come now, and I know which one's which. So yeah, we're all good. Gosh, there's more washing in here than I remember. I feel like I've got it all done now because the weather's nice, and then it's due to turn again next week. So gotta get it all done now, and then, well, it'll be about 2 days before the washing basket's full again, no doubt, but still, it's nice to have some of it done, I guess. I'm gonna be making some dairy and gluten-free, I think. I'll have to just check some of the ingredients, but definitely dairy-free. Yeah, it should, I'll have to check. But basically, I'm gonna make some chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna try and make them dairy and gluten-free, literally following a recipe from ChatGPT. I found a recipe on TikTok. It was dairy-free, but not gluten-free. So, or the other way around, I can't remember, but we're gonna try this recipe, see what it's like. If it's good, great. If it's not, then we'll never make it again. But I thought let's just give it a go. I love a cookie, love something sweet. There's one thing that I'm determined that, although, like I say, I'm not gonna, like, if I want to go and buy a cookie or end up buying or eating something that's got dairy in it, then so be it, and I will just have to suffer the consequences. But yeah, let me show you what ingredients I'm using and we'll get to making them. What we've got for the ingredients is I've picked up some of the Flora plant butter. I've got some gluten-free, wheat-free, milk-free giant chocolate buttons. A little suspicious of these, I won't lie. I don't know what these taste like. They might be horrendous. They probably are horrendous, but like I say, we're just gonna give them a go. We've got some of the free plain white flour. This is definitely gluten-free. Some oats, which I've actually been eating these for the last few days. I actually quite enjoy these. They're not so bad at all, and definitely will purchase them again. They're just obviously a little bit more expensive than regular oats, but needs must. Some light brown sugar, some Madagascar vanilla extract, some baking powder, and some salt. I think that's everything. So yeah, let's make some cookies. I think although the recipe says to just combine the oats with like other ingredients, I think I'm gonna personally blend them first, just because I think I prefer them to be a bit smoother. I'm not sure on having like the whole oats in, so I'm just gonna quickly whiz them up in the NutriBullet, and then we'll do it from there.
About tomorrow, and it's okay, baby.
Right, I've popped those in the fridge because I've learned my lesson. I think last time I did like a video where I was making cookies, oh my god, they basically went into one giant flat cookie thing. So I've popped them in the fridge for 30 minutes before we put them in the oven, and what's there in there, I need to show you this. Oh my god, this arrived today. And I did get this off TikTok shop, but Catch Me is very slowly, actually no, very quickly becoming one of my favourite brands. I had a look on their website the other day and I thought I could order every single thing. I didn't, but I nearly did. And this, despite the fact that the weather is like ridiculously hot right now, I ordered something for autumn. And it is a two-piece set, and look at that colour, you can see the colour, it's like a chocolate brown, and it's essentially like a knitted set. So it's for autumn winter. Oh, so these are the trousers. I wasn't sure, I think I got these in a large. It's like, it's very like one size kind of sizing, but it's not one size. You can either get a, I don't know, I'll pop on screen what size. Actually no, does it tell me here? It's these knitted trousers, which are like flared at the bottom. I don't know if you can even see that. Flared at the bottom. And then for the top, and they're extremely high waist, which is fantastic, this like knitted cardigan. Ah, how cute is that set gonna be? And then I'm just imagining this with like a pair of Uggs. Just a pair of Uggs. Oh, it's giving cute and cozy autumn. I love it. You can get it in loads of different colours, but I chose the chocolate brown just because I thought that it would be nice. Oh. Let me try, I'm going to try it on. Okay, I've slightly tucked it up because I saw, the person who I saw this on TikTok had tucked a little bit up into her bra, so it's just like that, but it's down, oh, it's just so cozy and it's not itchy, which is like, ideal. And I really like the sleeves. They're kind of like slightly cuffed, so then they're not just like straight down, but they've also got a little bit of structure to them. I don't have a top underneath this. I know that it's like roasting today, but I don't think I would wear a top under this. I just think it's, yeah, cute. I love it. And the trousers, let me see if I can show you the trousers. They're giving like flares. Cute. I love this set. Imagine this with a pair of Uggs on. Gorgeous. They've been chilled, so I'm now going to put them in the oven for like, well, it says 9 to 11 minutes, so I'm going to put them in for 9 and then see how we're doing. Siri, set a timer for 9 minutes. Steam coming off of it. So hot. Cookies are still in. I did take them out after 9 minutes, put them on for another minute, and they right, this is where I think I stumble because I can't tell whether they were gooey or just raw, and I had a feeling that they were just raw, so I put them in for another few minutes because I'd rather them be less gooey if it means that they're cooked. Because honestly, I can honestly tell you that I would give someone salmonella. It's got egg yolk in there, so that is possible, isn't it? Egg yolk, yeah. But yeah, so I've got my cup of tea. I think this has got to be my like go-to when it comes to my evening routine. A cup of the Twinings Digest tea. Now the Digest tea I find has been really helping me with like de-bloating, just kind of decompressing for the day, because no matter what I eat and what I do and things like that, if I end my evening with a bit of de-bloat tea, it sometimes helps, more often than not, kind of overnight in terms of not waking up bloated, because a lot of the issues that I have is that I wake up bloated like a lot of the time, and I think a lot of that has to do with why I'm not much of a breakfast person, because I wake up a lot of the time really feeling really bloated. So that could be why, to be fair. But this tea has been really making a difference, I think. Oh, there's the cookies. Let's see if they're done. Okay, moment of truth. They've definitely like splurged into each other again. I mean, they look better. They're not as oh god. I think we're gonna have to give them a minute to cool down. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will still quite happily eat them like this. I don't think that they're inedible because they're not the perfect round cookie shape. Like I would eat that. We'll just give them a minute to cool down, see whether I can like scoop them off the tray. Yeah, they're looking a little bit squishy at the minute. We shall check in like 10-15 minutes and see whether they're looking any better. Okay, they look very crumbly, which I think with gluten-free stuff is quite common from what I gather, like bread and stuff just crumbles. But let's give them a try, see what, I mean, I can't pick up a whole one, to be honest. I just have to take a piece. Camera eats first. Cheers, guys. No, they're actually quite nice, though. They're actually quite nice. Despite the fact that you have to pick it up in pieces. Oh, and it just does fall apart. Delicious. And when I say I can't pick one up, I literally mean, like, if I just try to pick this up here, this little bit of cookie, like, it just crumbles. So, yeah. Any advice welcome. Literally any advice welcome, because these are really, really nice. ChatGPT gave me a nice recipe, but if we can avoid the crumble, please tell me how. Okay, we're back in the bathroom now, and I am gonna, for the last part of my evening routine tonight, this isn't like an every night thing, but it's, I'm gonna do it tonight just because, I don't know how, I think I've probably mentioned this in a few different vlogs, I can't actually remember, but when we were doing my hair, at the hairdressers. The weft extension that's in my hair got processed twice, because when we first did like my hair and she was dyeing the extensions, we it went a little bit cool toned, and I just think it kind of like flushed out all my colour. So I said to her, can we like go a bit more warm toned? And then she processed the hair again, which means that like the weft has gone a bit crunchy. So I'm just gonna section it off, and I'm gonna put a hair mask in, which I actually keep on overnight, just because, I mean, it says on the website that you can. I think you can keep them in for a little bit of time or whatever, but it's the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. They actually sent me this on PR, but it's a deep conditioning treatment, and you can leave it in overnight. And basically what I do is I wet my hair using this spray bottle, which I got. This was a heat protectant spray, but then it ran out. So then I love like the little spray nozzle on it. So I just spray my hair so that it's wet. And then I'll just basically lather that, just brush it through to make sure we've got it all wet. And then I'll just essentially lather some of this on, and then I'll cover my hair with a shower cap and then my bonnet. Because the shower cap just basically protects the bonnet, because the bonnet's satin, and I suppose I could wash the bonnet, but I don't know. Anyway, pop a little bit of this in, not loads, just kind of run it through my fingers, and then pop this through, and I'll move on to the next layer. And I usually do it by layers of extensions. Now you do have to be careful, obviously, with extensions, not to get it in the bonds or like on the roots of your hair, because if you get it in the roots, then your extensions will just start to slide out, and we don't want that. So yeah, this is the layer. Oops. This is the layer that is a little bit crunchy, so I'll kind of show you. Yeah, it's looking a little bit dry, so we're gonna try and fix that by popping a hair mask in. Okay, my hair is now like saturated in that stuff, and I'm gonna pop it in a shower cap. I was just thinking before about whether I actually needed to do this step, like, because I wear the bonnet, but I'm just gonna do it anyway because I don't know, I just feel like I should. So I'm just gonna pop that up, pop it in a shower cap. There we go, and we're in. Now, I know that'll look crazy, but I thought I'd show you how I put this on, because somebody did either message me or commented on one of my reels, I think, about a bonnet, how she's got one but doesn't know how to tie it. So obviously it comes with these two like long straps, so I make sure that this bit is at the back, so you want to pop over your head at the back. Like, obviously if you had your hair, like, it's a little bit more complicated when you've got your hair in, but my hair's already up by the thingy. So these bits are obviously, where are they? Oh, they've ended up at the side. Here we go. Right, at the back. So you've got the two bits here, cross them over so that there's no like gap at the bottom. Oh, my head's already sweating in this. Oh, right, I like to untuck my ears, which looks really weird, but some people like to have it over their ears, but because I've got all my piercings, I like to just have it untucked. Anyway, you've got these two bits, bring them around to the top. Now, some people also tie them this here, but I find that it just ends up flapping my face, so I cross it over again and then tie it just in a double knot at the back, and then that's it. But one thing I will say about this is, if you're not, like, if you haven't got a shower cap on, they're great for frizz. So I put mine, I now tend to wash my hair, apart from like this time, I tend to wash my hair in the evenings, dry it, then put this on, and by the morning my hair's just not frizzy anymore. I don't know what it does, but it's great. Anyway, so that is it. And I think I'm gonna call it a day with this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you once again to Skin and Me for sponsoring a portion in this video. Don't forget to go and check out the link in the description. The code Slice of Jess will get you your first month for just £4.99. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love